up a little bit.
Hey, welcome back to the meat stall. Tri-tip what I'm doing today. I got this deal on this tri-tip down at Albertson. So I'm going to be doing it sous vide today. What I like to do is go in without some hot water at first. So it just makes the process a little quicker. So your sous vide doesn't have to take as long to come up to temp. I didn't show it, but off camera, I vacuum sealed the tri-tip. Now, this tri-tip was frozen. It's frozen now. I'm going from frozen to all the way cooked. There's no seasoning, no injection. I did no trimming or anything on this tri-tip. I just took it straight out the package, washed it off, vacuum sealed it, and put it into my Nova. I'm setting the temperature at 135, and I'm scheduling 4 to 5 hour cook for this tri-tip. Well, originally that's what I scheduled it for, but it ended up being a lot longer. Here's the time when I put it in at 143. This here's day number 2. You may ask what happened to those 45 hours. Well, we went to Home Depot and I ended up having to do a project when I got home. So I just let it ride. It went all night. So it's about 1:30 the next day. So this is almost a 24-hour cook on this tri-tip. And it just sits right there at 135. That's the beautiful thing about the Nova. Is what I love about it is you set the temp and it just holds it right there. It doesn't take it any higher. It's awesome. Cut this Nova off. A lot of people use this juice for au jus. I never do. I just discard it. But I guess you can put it in a pan and warm it up and put some other seasonings with it. And you can have probably some pretty mighty fine dipping sauce. But I just get rid of mine. Feeling this tri-tip, man, it feels super tender. So I'm going to pat it off and get it dry. Just flip it over. Now, one drawback I have from putting it in frozen is that I didn't trim any fat. And what you see right there, that's a fat cap. And before I put the seasoning on, I'm going to go ahead and trim this fat off. Normally, I would have done that first if it had got defrosted, but I was just trying something new going in frozen. Now, that's all the fat that I took off of that tri-tip. And your seasonings weren't going to adhere to that anyway, and nobody likes eating a big mouthful of fat. This is a little Caesar that I picked up from this market here. It's a Jewish market, but they have a lot of good deals on meat. And I was there, and I was picking up some steaks, and then they sell tri-tip sandwiches, and the guy said, "Hey, try this seasoning." I said, I'm for trying new stuff, so I brought it home, and I really like it. We're going on with some lump charcoal today. Well, my intent was to go on with some lump charcoal, but it was real windy here in San Diego, and they would not catch. So I broke down, and yes, I probably committed a barbecue foul, but I went down and got me some Kingsford Match Light. I didn't feel like messing with the paper after I had dealt with that lump for so long. That's the tri-tip going on. Listen at the sizzle on that bad boy there. So basically, with the tri-tip, I didn't say 5 minutes this side, 5 minutes that side. The grill was screaming hot, so basically I just turned and flipped until I got the crust that I wanted. And here's the end product right here. It got the nice caramelization that I like. I let it rest for like 5 minutes. And we're going in with a cut now. I'm telling you, this thing was tender. And I know I'm using tongs. I'm using fork on the meat. I don't know. I guess I was off my rocker today. I couldn't even find my tongs, so I used this fork. But there was no resistance when that fork went in. And that meat is just super tender. I got to try me a piece of this. It pulls apart tender. Oh yeah, that's tasty. I mean, the meat was so tender, but it wasn't mush. And it was like, and that seasoning, it hits you on the back end. It was a great bite. There, you don't need teeth to eat that beef. Boy, look at here.
That's good.
Find you some meat and smoke it.